This was a meeting that was by invitation. It was our first meeting ever that was where the audience was primarily from industry. There are companies that either have a Rett program, genetic medicine program, are thinking about it, have one, then they haven't publicly announced it yet, or are just here to learn.
What's it like to study Rett, and how attractive is Rett as a field of study coming from, the scientific community? And it is very interesting and very alluring for the reason that it is dependent on one gene. We know of specific mutations within that gene that cause the disease, but we also know that if you deliver a corrected version of that gene, you get an improvement in symptoms, you get a therapeutic effect, so that if we could develop a way to correct that mutation, the chances are very high that we would have a therapeutic effect. That's very exciting.
There's also challenges. The big challenge that came up time and time again, and did not come as a surprise, I know this, is delivery. Some of the modalities that are being pursued really can't be done with AAV. They need a different kind of delivery, and we're not quite there yet on delivery. So while people are working on the cargo, our hope is that there's breakthroughs on the delivery end, and then our cargo will be ready, to be put into the delivery technology, whatever that will end up being.
So we've had that period of time where we sequenced the human genome, right? So we had that information available to us, right? And went through a period of time where specific diseases were identified as being caused by mutations in specific genes. But now we're living in a time where we can actually rewrite that information. We can rewrite it at the level of the genome. We can also rewrite it at the level of the RNA. So it's an incredibly important time for science.
Well, what excited me is the number of different approaches that are being pursued. There's gene therapy, there's RNA editing, there's base editing, there's prime editing, there's reactivation. There's all these different irons in the fire. And we need that because research is risky. There's also business risks. Not all these programs are going to move forward. Sometimes programs get dropped, companies merge, companies go out of business. Things happen. And so how you guard against business risk and science risk is by having a lot of irons in the fire.